Ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's first DLC is releasing in about 1 week, so I thought this would be the perfect time to go into some of the things you should do before the DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet releases. Let's get started. First up is the most obvious one, of course, which is to complete the games. This is the most obvious one, and it'll be just smart to finish your game so you can fully enjoy the DLC without having any story-related things. So that means completing the 3 main storylines, and of course going down into Area 0 to finish things up. Go and get the Mew. Currently, if you use this code, which is get your Mew with a 0 instead of an O, you can get yourself a free Mew, which could come in handy during your adventuring, but also it's not going to be there forever. So this is your opportunity to get it right now, and you definitely should, as it also could be a useful Pokemon while you're adventuring. And for those who have pre-ordered, you can also go get yourself the free Hisuyan Zoroark that comes with your DLC pre-order, and this should already be in your email. So if you have pre-ordered, definitely get your hands on it now so you're not wasting time during release and, you know, during the DLC coming out, wasting your time trying to like fiddle around with the codes. If you can do it right now, then do it right now. Stock up on in-game cash. You will be needing loads of it, so I would definitely recommend to look up some guides. So I have one on the channel as well that can show you how to make loads of money and 100% be ready with enough cash to buy all the items you might be needing in the Teal Mask. Of course, prepare your team. You guys will be needing a full team for this, so make sure you have a solid team that's ready to challenge the DLC and whatever it might bring. Of course, make sure your team is stacked out with the items it needs, stacked out with all the things they require, and have the team that you want to have going into Kitakami. Get yourself the free Rare Candy Mystery Gift. This is a free Rare Candy Mystery code right now on the screen, which you guys can use to get 10 free Rare Candies that could help you level up some of your Pokemon quickly, which you plan to use during your journey. And speaking of Rare Candies, you guys should 100% go out there and max level your Pokemon up to 100, which can come in super useful in case you want to speed through the just general stuff in the game and go straight into something like shiny hunting. So if you want to do something like that, highly recommend it to go down into Area 0, specifically down into the secret cave where you will find Chanseys, which you can then battle, and these Chanseys will give you just a lot of experience points, especially if you have a Lucky Egg on. You'll be getting a lot of EXP on your Pokemon. Complete your Pokedex. This is an obvious one, and it goes hand in hand with some of the other stuff we've mentioned, but you should definitely go and get your freaking Pokedex completed. The reason for this, of course, is because you don't want to have stuff left in your Pokedex to do or Pokemon to find. You want to make sure that's all sorted and done before you head straight into, of course, the next Pokemon games, or rather the next Pokemon DLC, which is going to be in the Teal Mask. Then also go and get yourself the free item mystery gift. This is basically a mystery gift that comes with 5 nest balls, 5 dive balls, 5 timer balls, dusk balls, quick balls, as well as 5 luxury balls, which can come in super useful as there'll be brand new Pokemon, you know, nighttime Pokemon, water Pokemon, whatever that you may need to capture, so having all these different Pokeballs will come in handy. Go get yourself the shiny charm. In case you haven't already, you know, gotten it in the games, you definitely should, because it will boost your chances of shiny Pokemon. If you plan on hunting for certain shiny Pokemon within the games, you definitely should go get your hands on some of these. Like, just get your hands on the shiny charm, because it will just help you if you're going to be hunting for some of these shinies in, of course, the Teal Mask. We can't forget about Mewtwo. Yes, he's currently in the Terra raid, so you guys should 100% go get Mewtwo. Again, a very strong Pokemon, but also will not be here forever. So this is your opportunity now. In case you're going to be too busy with the DLC when it drops, you should do it right now. Get your hands on him right away. That's the perfect time to use him to journey through the DLC. Then, of course, there is the rebattling of the gym leaders. Say another thing you should do so you don't have to go back and do it later. It's also useful because it will help you level up some of your Pokemon and just prepare you more. You can also take part in the post-game tournament. Yes, this is a thing you can take part in. You can battle some of the teachers and stuff. So it's definitely, again, useful for levels, as well as just generally could help you if you need to get some stuff for your Pokedex. And overall, it's just worth doing so you've completed that part of the post-game. Then, of course, don't forget about the Ruinous legendary Pokemon. These, well, I think there are like 3-4 of them, right? You want to make sure you get all of them before the DLC comes out. Make sure you capture them all and you've completed that whole post-game. I've got guides on the channel of how to specifically do that if you want to check it out, but it's a pretty long process, so it's worthwhile doing now before the DLC releases. Of course, we can't forget about also capturing Corridon and Meriden. Of course, this is done in the post-game. After you complete the main story, you can do this. Otherwise, it's not possible, but it's definitely something you should do do, as having the 2 legendaries could come in very clutch. And let's not forget about getting all the sandwich recipes, as they could again come in super handy if you plan on hunting for certain Pokemon. So if you want to look for a specific shiny or hunt for a specific Pokemon, you need a specific one, having all these sandwiches ready to go and these recipes is awesome. Of course, you guys should also go and capture all the Paradox forms. There's loads of them down there in Area 0, so make sure you go down there and actually get your hands on all of them. Then of course there's also the League Reps. These are these guys that will be standing around Pokemon centers all around Paldea, and if you walk up to them, they'll give you rewards if you have beaten all the trainers in those zones. So make sure you go around, defeat all the trainers in the wild, and then of course talk to the League Reps to get yourself some free items. Complete all the Academy lessons. Every class has some value to it. Some of the classes will lead you to some legendaries. Some of the classes would just give you items. Overall, it's worth doing. Some of the classes will even reward you with exclusive Pokemon, right? In-game trade Pokemon. Then of course, you also gotta go and purchase important items for your new journey. Maybe you want to get an outfit you don't already have, so make sure you get all the, different items in the game that you might be requiring or stuff you haven't bought yet. Just make sure you have all of it before you go into your next journey, because once you get in there, you're going to want to use some of those items in the beginning until you find maybe a better outfit you want to wear. Make sure you finish any side activities in the game, like in-game trades that can be done, and just anything that isn't part of the main game, any side activities, any side quests, make sure you finish all of those as well. And of course, unlock the Terra Raids, so like all the Terra Raids, go and do them. This is the perfect time to get a bunch of items from them, as well as stronger Pokemon with different and more powerful Terra types. And finally, collect all the sandwich ingredients you may be needing, and also collect as many of the different ingredients and things you may need, specifically also for TMs. If there are any TMs you're missing for your Pokemon, go out there and get your hands on them by just literally attacking all the Pokemon in the wild and getting as much of the stuff as you need. Whether you need a Slowpoke tail or whatever it might be, you should go and get it right now so you can have all the TMs and all the recipes and all the items and ingredients you need for the sandwiches and or for the TMs. And ladies and gentlemen, the DLC is dropping in about 1 week, which means we are almost here, and of course we are excited. I'm gonna be ready to put out some guides for you guys, as well as just loads of other content, so I hope you guys will enjoy that, and I want to thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next one.